Let's start animating our title. So as you can see, this is our final result. Let's continue from where we left off. This texture has been given in the description. Just drag and drop into your composition and then bring it behind the element layer, and then let's go to toggle switches and modes, and then switch to screen mode, and then go to effects and presets and select invert, choose invert and drag and drop it, and then just scale it and then bring it here. Then I'm going to reduce the opacity for this one. I'm going to reduce it something like this, and then just apply levels. Then I'm going to reduce the details so that it's not as much as visible. Let's preview the whole animation. So I think I can reduce this so it's not as much as this visibility. Then I'm going to create a shake. For that I'm going to create a new adjustment layer and call this shake. Okay. Let's select this shake layer and then go to effects and preset and search for transform, and then drag it to the shake layer, and then find the moment which where the first animation happens, and it is the 10th frame. So go to 10th frame and then select the shake layer, press open bracket, and then before creating the transform, before the transform layer, let's select this layer, press E to open the effects layer, and then go to effects and preset, go to search motion type, and then drag and drop before this transform layer so that it can be before this, and then select mirror edges, and then output width as 120, and then output height to 120, and then go to transform and then create a keyframe on the position, and then select this layer, press U to reveal the keyframe, and then move to like 6 frames, 1 2 3 4 5 6 frames, and then create another keyframe, and then select both of this, and then go to window and wiggler. This we are creating a shake here, so select the noise type as jagged, and then the frequency as 15, and then magnitude to 20. So this is the 15 is the number per second, and the magnitude is the amount. So the frequency is the speed. So number of times, the 15 times 1 second, it will move like 15 times, and then 20 is the axis value. For example, it will move 20 pixels in the x-axis and the 20 pixels on the y-axis. So that's the value of 20. Select both of this keyframe, make sure both are selected, and then press apply. These keyframes are created. Just zoom in, and then this is not evenly spaced, so select the last keyframe and move 1 frame further, and then let's play the animation. Before playing this is last frame, and then press alt close bracket so to end the layer. Let's preview the animation. So we get this shake as we expected. So let's save the document, and almost 50% of our work is done here. Let's continue our work. Let's continue by finishing the animation. Overall look. So before that, let's finish the starting portion. Let's find this composition on project, reveal composition in project. So after finding the composition and then first duplicate it, this will be separate composition. Let's call this, just enter, and let's call this opening, and then let's call this one major or main. So this opening shot, let's get this opening shot. Let's save this, save preset. Let's turn it off. I think we don't. I think we should delete these keyframes, and then I think we don't need the zoom layer. I can delete this, and let's go inside Element 3D now. Before doing that, let's just save the document, increment and save. So Control Alt Shift S. After that, go to scene setup. We are going into scene setup multiple times. It can crash sometimes, so aware of that. So always keep saving the document. Let's duplicate this title by Control D, and then drag and drop inside this, and then open this, and then switch to modeling mode. Then hold Alt and click this, and then select this, and then close it and call this 01. And let's duplicate this, call this 02, and then open this, and then hold Alt, like this, and then duplicate this, call this 03, open this, and then hold Alt and click this, and duplicate it, call this 04, open it, hold Alt and click it, unside this, and then duplicate it with Control D, and then open it, hold Alt and click it. It's we have all of this. Now hold Alt and click this layer for the solo section of this, and then select this, and then let's close this with OK. I think let's reveal keyframes with you. So we are left with these keyframes. Let's just disable this animation engine. We don't need for this comp, and then I think let's open scene setup again. Let's disable this thing, and then go to group 1, and then press OK. So we are left only with this, and then let's delete this camera on the controller. We don't need for this comp also. Just delete it. Let's create a new camera. Let's press C for camera tools. Press and zoom in a little bit. Something like this. We are just pressing C to toggle between the camera modes. Let's let's select this and then press 20 to go back to 20 frames, and then press N. So we are left with this, and press element and press U. There is this rotation happening here. Let's just drag this to the start of the composition and then leave it here like this, and then let's go to camera, press P and press Shift A, and then select both of these and create a keyframe, and then move this to exactly like this, and then press C to go inside the keyframe like this, zoom in a little bit, and then let's play. So that's our first chart. So let's leave this way, and then I think we can change the lighting a little bit. So just go into element, go to render settings, go to physical environment, go to rotate environment. I think I can rotate it on x-axis a little bit, also on y-axis, maybe increase the exposure a little bit so we can see it better. Maybe something like this. I think I can rotate it a little bit like this. Maybe this is alright. I think we have created extra keyframe. We can edit it. Let's play. I think it's alright. Let's rename this composition. Let's call this short one, and then let's duplicate it and double click to open it, and then this is a separate shot, and this open element 3D, go into scene setup. Let's increment and save this with Ctrl Alt Shift S. Let's go to scene setup, and then select this first text layer, hold Alt and click this for a solo selection of this, then press OK. Now select the camera and let's delete it. Let's create a new camera by clicking here and right click, and then go to camera, go to camera, press OK, and then press C to move like this. Press C again to zoom in a little bit, and press C again to rotate it like this. Let's press R and then rotate it on Z axis a little bit like this, something like this. And then let's save the document by pressing Ctrl S. Just go into scene setup, let's click this group, and then let's go into this, and then select, hold Shift and press this 4, so it is on 1 and 4. Press OK, and then open animation engine. Set the start group as 1 and the end group as 4. Press U. I think we can delete these keyframes by clicking this icon. Now press U. There won't be any keyframes. So create a keyframe by clicking in this animation. Now press U to reveal it. Select this keyframe and then move it a little bit further and then press 0 and then just close it. Then click 1, go to particle look, go to multi-object, select this multi-object, just try to rotate it a bit. I think the multi-object is not functioning properly. Yeah, it is working, but it's not doing the exact thing. Yeah, it is working. I think let's go into displays and displays it like this. Let's do this way. And then why is this moving this way? Because we have lots of text layers inside this element, so it's calculating everything. So let's not delete this. We will be needing for the next shots. So let's just adjust the camera to get a better result. Let's go into camera. Let's click camera and then just move it like this, or maybe let's go to group 1, just move this way so it won't be any. Let's move this way. Just press U to reveal the keyframes. Let's play the animation. So that's the animation. Let's press camera, press P. Let's click this element layer, go into group 1, just go to rotation and rotate it like this, or let's go to particle look to rotate it and Z axis a little bit. Let's try maybe something like this, and then let's move it this way. Let's play the animation. The first frame is really bright. We really don't want that. Let's try seeing what's happening inside this. Let's go to render settings. Then let's rotate the environment a little bit so that it's not that. Yeah, this works. I think this works. Let's maybe I think this is alright. So I just adjusted the group 1. We have applied the animation engine, so the whatever you do, it will change the animation from create a range selection from group 1 to group 4. So group 4 we didn't touch to group 4, so this is group 4 and this is group 1. So we have touched the rotation a little bit, we have changed the position a little bit, and then we go to particle loop to adjust the multi-object, and we rotate a little bit and then we displace a little bit. So that's the animation, guys. I think this is working. After doing this, let's go to first frame, this frame, and then just enable the shake and move it a little bit. Let's play. So maybe use the camera for press P and then press Shift A and create 2 keyframes and then move to last frame and then rotate the camera a little bit like this and let's play. I think this is alright. Let's go to our project panel and then let's duplicate it and then let's open this comp. Now all we have to do is go to scene setup and enable the next text layer and click OK, and then let's not do anything. Let's do world transform. Just try to move this way. It's just adjusting the overall transforming. It's like clicking P here and moving it. This is not, it can't happen here because it's a 3D layer, so we have to adjust it from world transform. Just positioning it the whole element comp. Whatever we did animations, it will everything we are moving into using this world transform. Let's just adjust group one a little bit, so it is like moving from another. I think this is alright. Let's rotate it a little bit like this. It's alright. Also we can adjust the camera, press R to rotate it a little bit like this. Press C, press U. Let's delete these keyframes. Let's find a nice spot for our title so that it can look different than our previous shot. If everything looks same, it will look static, so we are just adjusting the camera angle a little bit so that it can look different. Press P. You don't do anything, just create these keyframes, then move it a little bit and then just try to adjust a little bit so that display. So something is happening, so let's leave this way. Now duplicate, press Ctrl D to duplicate this shot and then open this and then go to element again. That's the same method which we did lastly. Open it and then hold Alt to select this one, press OK, and then let's go to element, press using world transform again, just move it slightly this way and then slightly below, and then just click R on the camera and just rotate it so that it can look different. Let's play. Let's go to the last frame and then go to element, just move it like this, go to world transform and then rotate it a little bit so that it can look differently. Let's see the last shot. So last shot is ended like this. So it could be something like this now, so that it can look different. That's the overall idea. Maybe it can look like this. Just move it on the top, and then let's adjust the brightness using world transform. Physical environment. Yeah, let's keep it this way. Let's play the animation. It's alright. And go to shot 4 again, duplicate it with Ctrl D and open for the shot 5, and then let's go to element. Let's increment and save with Ctrl Alt Shift S. Go to scene setup, hold Alt and click this, and press OK. Go to world transform, just move it this way. Now last shot ended like this, so let's try something different here. Maybe something like this, and then maybe this way, maybe this. Let's play and find out what you have. It is alright. Maybe go to first frame and go to group 1, try to adjust it so that we can see some parts of it. So actually, if you can see everything moving from left to right, so it can look a little bit cheap. So let's try changing it a little bit so that it can feel different. I'm just adjusting the group 1. Let's adjust the camera here a little bit, maybe something like this. Let's play this. I think it's not very bad. Maybe this shot, move it from the top to bottom. So just go to group 1 and then move it to like this. Let's play the animation. Yeah, it feels different than this. And then just go to shot 5. It is a little bit different, so let's try adjusting a little bit more. Let's see. I think it's alright. We are on a good shape right now. Then just go to shot 5 and then duplicate it with Ctrl D. Just open element, go to scene setup, hold Alt and click this, press OK. Go to world transform, just move it this way, then just this way, and then let's move it, zoom out a little bit using Z, and let's rotate so that it can look different than the previous one. Rotate it on this way, and then move it like this, zoom in a little bit. Let's move the light. I think it's alright now. Let's play. I have to adjust the first one, so go to group 1, then just try to go to main, then let's click element, press U, and then let's select all of these, and then hold Alt, so that it can be a little bit short. So let's see. Yeah. Let's save this, and then use this option to reveal this composition, and then drag and drop onto a new composition. Call this render. If you can see, our animation is set for 3 seconds. So after that it will be like a still frame. So let's go to this one, and then go to 3-second mark, something around 223. Select this layer, press Alt and close bracket, and this comp is ready. And then let's select everything using holding shift, and then dragging like this, and then let's go to 20 frames, which was our animation duration, which if you can remember, and go back 1 frame for further using page up, and then hold Alt and close bracket. Now Control Shift A to deselect all the layers, and then select the first one, and then select the last one. Go to animation, keyframe assistant, and then sequence layer. Just press OK. Just like that, we have created this, and then go to main one, and go to the let's click this one, press O to go to last frame, press page down to move one more frame, select this layer, press open bracket, press O, now press N. Let's play our animation. Let's improve the complete look by go to creating an adjustment layer, call this CC, and then let's open effects and presets and search for tritone, which is a 3-form tint. So just click midtones, then just choose something like this green color, and choose like this, something like this, and then click OK, and then use the option called blend with original, something like 65%. So this is before and after. Just open the green one, just a midtone, just try to adjust it. Just press OK. Maybe reduce it to 50%. Maybe it's a bit luminous. Select press 75. So it is 100 plus Now search for curves or just use levels, which is easy to understand. Just drag and drop this, and then let's adjust midtone a little bit, increase the brightness overall, bring the darkness level a little bit so we can get a little bit of a contrast. So it has enhanced our work a little bit. Let's adjust this a little bit. Open this camera, press U, and then move to first frame, and then delete this keyframe. Let's play this. I think what we can do is just a little bit of changes here and there, and we are done. Just zoom in a little bit. Just move it closer to the camera. Just move it like this, and like this. So move this. Let's play the animation. I think this is moving too far. Just go to group 1 and move like this, and then instead let's press C and then move it a little bit like this, and move it further like this. Let's play the animation. Now this one looks a little bit clean. Let's keep it this way for all the shots. Let's open it. Press U to reveal the keyframes. Delete these keyframes, and then let's play this. Let's go to this frame. Maybe this one. Let's rotate slightly to this way. Let's move it. Display. Maybe this can be a little bit further. I think this is alright. Let's open this one, press U, delete this first 2 keyframes, then let's just move it slightly to this way. Let's move this way. Let's play. I think it's alright. I think it can be a little bit large. So let's go to val transform. Let's scale this way, maybe something like this. Let's play. I think maybe for this one, go to group 1 and then just slightly move it to the back, just like that. Just open it. This starting scene. Just delete these keyframes and then just try to move it a little bit further like this, and then move these keyframes to the start. Maybe the shake should move forward. I think this is alright. just scale it a little bit. I think this is alright. Let's play the animation overall. Go to the start scene, delete these keyframes, and then just do this way. Let's go to element, go to the world transform, just move it to closer to the camera, just like this. Let's play the animation. I think this is working. Let's close every other timeline, then go to this one. Let's drag and drop these particle elements which is given on the description. Let's cut this debris fall with Ctrl X, and then move to the main one, and then select this one, and then let's paste this here. Let's move it. Just try to scale this one, maybe something like this. Reduce the opacity. Let's try making a mask like this. Press M and press subtract, plus F to feather it a little bit, plus T to reduce the opacity, and then press S to scale the composition overall. Let's duplicate this debris and move it to the right a little bit, and then let's just scale it, and then just move it to the right or something like this. Let's press Alt to open bracket on this comp, and then just start something like this here. Press I, press T, and then create a opacity keyframe, and then reduce the opacity to 0. Then let's randomly place this one a little bit so that it can look a little bit random. Maybe this can be a little bit small. I think this edge is really visible, so let's create a mask here. Select subtract, press F, and then feather it a little bit. Press T to reduce the opacity. Also for this one, scale this, and then create a mask. Press M, press subtract, press F to feather it a little bit, press T to reduce the opacity. I think let's edit this keyframe and then go to the last keyframe, reduce the opacity here, and then go to this keyframe and reduce the opacity. Let's play this. I think we can address this keyframe a little bit like this. Also for this one, I think select this keyframe and then select Y. It will move the timing of the layer, but for that to happen, just trim somewhere around here using Alt close bracket and Alt close bracket, and then select this layer, press I. Now use Y for the pan behind tool, and then this moves the timing of our layer. So as you can see, it's moving with the timing, so that's what we want. Also for this one, press Y and then move it a little bit further away, press yes. Let's scale this way so that it can look different from the rest of it. Let's play the animation. It's not very bad. Let's select this one, maybe move it to the right a little bit like this. Press select this keyframe and then move it a little bit, press F to feather it. I think this is alright. Go back to the render layer, then select this particle layer, press yes to scale. Now use levels, then bring the midtones to the right and the shadow level to the right also. Select the layer, use this switches mode, set to screen. I think we can increase the detail by go to this midtone levels. Let's play the animation. So as you can see, we can see the particles. I think let's open this one and then let's move this environment a little bit. It looks really blue, so we really don't want that. Let's keep it this way. I think this is working right now. Let's get this layer and create a hue saturation layer. We can improve the red saturation a little bit. I think it's applied on a different layer. Press Ctrl X and then select this one and paste it. So it can, this is before and this is after. So just a slight adjustment to make it pop. So let's save this document. Let's copy this masks for the transition of the title. Select this main shot, reveal composition in project, duplicate it for main 2 so that you can change the title. If you can remember, we have hidden some masks here, so go to the text masks and open it, and then delete these masks by clicking delete, and then paste it here, and then just open the element once. Before doing that, press Ctrl Alt Shift S to increment and save, and open the scene setup. Just click OK. So let's play the animation. Before doing that, go to this shot, press O to the last frame. Just duplicate this layer, press by clicking Ctrl D, and then use open bracket to move it to the current frame, and then let's reveal this on project panel, and then we have already duplicated it. We have to drag it like this, and then move it behind. So that's our animation. Let's render our animation. Go to just make it full resolution, and then go to composition and add to render queue. Just click here, change this to QuickTime. Select this format options. You should choose this Apple ProRes 4444. If you have, don't see this now. If you don't see this on your After Effects, just select animation and then render it. I have it, so I'm selecting this, and I'm clicking OK, and then press OK. So select the location where you want to render the file. Before clicking render, just close this window, and then save the document, and then go to edit, purge, and then all memory and disk cache. So this can speed up the render animation. So just click render. Let's open media encoder. Let's find the file. Drag and drop this into the media encoder file. Now let's choose H264 as the format, and use medium bitrate. So this is for the easy upload and compressed file. Just click render. So if you have a latest version of After Effects, this feature is easily available. For example, I am duplicating this thing, and let me go into this, and this is already installed inside After Effects, so I would have done that already, but some older version of After Effects will not have this feature, so only I did this way. So if you are using a latest version of After Effects, this feature will be available for you. so you can straightly render to H264 format. So you don't have to render the QuickTime format. So hopefully you are understanding. So this is our final animation. Thank you for watching.